Hey everyone, welcome to Cube TV. I am Camp. Today I've got a treat for you. It is the grand finals of UGC South America Highlander Division between Restaurante de Wesker and La Liga Extraordinaria. It's going to test my 9th grade Spanish skills for sure. Anyway, let's meet the teams over on La Liga. We have Mondarch as Pyro, Delta is Scout, Carlos is Heavy, Marco is Medic, Moritz is going to be Soldier, Diesel is Sniper, R is Demoman, Leo is Engineer, and Gone is Spy. Over on Restaurante, we have Durazno as Engineer, Samuel is Sam, we're going to call him, is Heavy, old Wesker, that is Dueño de Wesker, as Spy. We have Wayfarer as Medic, Smiley Face Guy, that is Weird. I don't know how to say his name because I assume there's some like rolling of your R's and I can't do that, so I'm going to call him Ward. He's Demo Man. Then we have a Kitty Face as Scout, that is Pake. Then we have Quantic on Pyro, Rage, who is me. That's her name. Her name is Me, but she's tagged up as Rage. I don't know. She's sniping, and then Seth is on Soldier. Let's just get going because those names are not going to happen probably. Anyway, we have to see what the spray is. Dude, let me in, I'm a fairy. Like, yeah, I believe sprays that I see. Anyway, let's get to the action, this defense we've got going on here for Restaurante. For those of you who have watched some Kip TF2 in the past, Restaurante de Wesker should sound familiar to you. I've cast a bunch of their games, and in fact, they are the first place champions of Season 9, second place champions of Season 10, but of course Season 9 is where the action was. That was the spring season, so coming in first right there. Definitely a good team in a developing division. South America division has more and more teams each season, and that's absolutely awesome, so definitely excited to give them the coverage that they deserve. Meanwhile, we have our sentry gun set up here at first. I am intrigued by this position. It is not a usual one, but Durazno is a very capable engineer. I've seen him pull out some ridiculously amazing holds. So we'll see how this goes. Definitely Wrangler will be in the equation right here. So far, Rage is what I'm going to call a sniper. Taking out Moritz right there as he did try to jump up. So good control over the roof, and having your sniper right there with your engineer is going to be... It's going to be nice. Of course, Pyro right there as well. So another nice feature for that. Word is what I'm calling him, that's right, with a well-placed pill. Taking out a mini sentry as blue right now. Not really engaging, want to figure out where everything is. They've spotted out that sentry gun, and are just now coming out of spawn a little bit. Losing a couple players right there, so don't have the player advantage right now. We'll see how they decide to push. Gone is behind the scenes, so potentially could have a medic stab or something right here as he goes for Sam. Sam is down. The Uber is popped right there. Oh, did miss Marco going down. Rage getting the Uber drop right there. So that signified the moment to pop that Uber for Red. A neighboring Wayfarer to get the Uber advantage, but he wasn't healing it for a while, and actually Marco's gonna have a little bit of, okay, maybe he got some crit heals in there. Anyway, so regardless, Cart is being pushed, but very slowly right here, and they really should have had this point a long time ago because the sentry gun is so far back. We'll see if R can do anything about that. Definitely in a good position right here as they send him some stickies, but he is being wrangled, so he's going to take every sticky in his capacity to get that sentry gun, and actually Leo finally fishes it off right there. Going to get challenged by his opposing Demo Man right here. Gets the health though, so we'll stay alive, but we'll see if Reared can help out this last-minute defense, though it doesn't look like La Liga is really pushing in. After that sentry gun went down, they really should have been more aggressive and continued pushing in, but we're not really able to do so. This Red is really hanging on here, which is surprising from Restaurante. I would think once the sentry gun went down, they would have pretty much abandoned hope. We'll see if they set anything up in Tunnel right here, but it looks like they've given up Tunnel. So we will see as Uber's in favor of La Liga. as Wayfarer, I guess, went down right there. Didn't catch that on cam. But now poor La Liga is stuck here. And poor Marco, he actually does get out right there. But a good positioning right here. Sentry Gun from Durazno is in this position where it easily goes down. Gon is in here just doing some nice harassment as the car's slowly being pushed through tunnel right there. So it looks like La Liga may be able to take this second point relatively quickly. Question mark, we'll see. Moritz trying to get behind the scenes right there. It does go down, but regardless, look at the aggression out of La Liga. Uber is forced right there. A nice force pop from Peak the Scout, and we'll see if La Liga can do anything with this Uber as they're pushing forward. But in general, it looks like not a whole lot to kill as cart continue going. R is going to try to set up some sticky traps. I think they can see those. I think they can see through fences. But in general, it does not look like a hold is going to happen here on third for Restaurante. They are going to have these players up, but Spy in here is going to end the life of Seth very soon. Red still has, this player present, so they are going to try to hold this. I don't know how I feel about that. We'll see, definitely. I guess where you have no option to just wait and see what happens. But Wayfarer going down, missed that pick right there, so that's significant, as no heals is going to make it a lot harder for this team, red team, to hold on to third right here. Durazno is looking to build up, so it's at level 1, and right now you really Liga really needs pressure coming down here from Soldier, but it looks like Seth is doing a good job patrolling that opposing area. If opposing Soldier did get there, then he'd be able to send a lot of spam engineers way, like he did just now. So Moritz taking down that sentry with just a few rockets, and I'm wondering where Seth went in terms of controlling that area. He is really hurt right now, so probably have to fall back, but you can see the importance of holding that upper area when you're on defense. Uber is popped, and a nice bomb in here, but not exactly sure. R had somebody had a sticky trap going. It was chaos right there. Marco is going to get out of here. No, he's going to stay in here, and it will survive, but there's a level 1 sentry gun. Durazno managed to get up. Marco is going to get out of there with 34 health. Sentry gun goes down, and nobody up for Restaurante right now. Well, they are getting those respawns, but it was almost a complete wipe there, I think, at one point. So Restaurante really going to be struggling here at fourth to get some sort of defense up. We do have a roaming heavy, and I'm wondering where Marco is for his heavy Carlos, which, by the way, Marco and Carlos, that's pretty cute. That's pretty cute. But really need those overheals as he's trying to pressure the opposing team right now. Leo is getting in there, doing a great job of keeping on the aggression. I love this from Aggressive Engineers. He does go down, but it looks like Marco's just playing really cautiously. They want this Uber. They know they have this advantage, and there's obviously nothing wrong with that. Time about average right now, so if they can take third, or this fourth point, with one fell swoop, with one Uber, they're looking at a really nice time right here. Of course, last is a little bit difficult on Swiftwater, but we'll see how that goes for them. Crits actually popped from Red, but crits plus Uber equals Uber, and that Uber is pushing in here. Carlos still trying to push in. He does get the barely gets that sentry gun, and Engineer goes down with it. So nice push out of from La Liga right here, as Restaurante not able to really do anything with that. Keeping players alive, though, is the most important part right here for La Liga. We'll see. Oh, as Rage does get the headshot on the medic. That's going to be huge. Buys her team a little bit of a breathing room in terms of Uber advantage. She goes down. Nice jump in there out of Moritz. But they're going to try to rebuild here. I don't know if I like this from Restaurante. Well, they're getting the frags right now that allows Durazno time to rebuild. They stopped that point just barely in time. Oh, but we did see Morris was in here behind. The sentry gun goes down, so Durazno's going to try to rebuild again. He's already in that Jag, which will get the sentry gun up in just like a second earlier. Not exactly sure if it's worth it. There's a lot of debate on that, but it is up and shooting at Spy right here, who does manage to cap the point. So this is the point where you M2 and pick up that sentry gun. He's not able to get out alive. Oh, and that's really unfortunate, as now he will not be alive and set up a hold here on last, which is significantly easier than this fourth point. Blue doing a good job pushing forward. Mort's taking good space and room. He's going to try to push in here and challenge Engineer. Of course, Durazno not up yet, so he's just going to try to wreak havoc here from behind. He spots out the enemy medic, who's still on crits. Can he get one more rocket off on Wayfarer? And he does. Mort's getting the pick right there, and still pretty good on health right here, so he's going to try his best to continue harassing these back lines, but does go down to a headshot right there from the spy, Dueño. Carlos was in a good position to do something, but he gets taken down by Dueño as well. Should get on the Dueño cam, but we are running out of time, or at least Restaurante Weskers is running out of time, as the cart is so very, very close right now. And how did Diesel go down? There we go to Dueño, who gets picked off, but does Durazno have anything up here? He's building on the roof. Well, I guess you could kind of call this a roof. It's an interesting position. It's a little far away, and it's taking a lot of damage right now. It's going to be harder to wrangle and harder to control the cart from this position, and he's not going to be able to get up there and repair it. And I think that, such a close cap right there for La Liga, but Restaurante's players just completely collapsing onto the point, or into the cart right here to defend it, as it's teetering on the edge. With Sam down, there's no more heavy. But we do have Demo Man is up, but no, word goes down as Delta has spotted him out right there. Now we have the pocket sniper, of course, or pocket spy coming in, trying to get the little second, the half a second that Blue needs right now for the cart, and it's just not happening. So a really tight and crazy close hold right here for Restaurante. We'll see if they can hold it for just a little bit longer to buy themselves any and every time they can. Blue Uber's coming in. Uber's going to push and try to get the frags on top. Meanwhile, these lighter classes are going to come in from the bottom. Actually, Uber rotates around, comes back for the cart, and just as it wears off, they are there to push it in all the way. So we got a time of 8 minutes and 53 seconds, which is a little... It's about average, but it's a little longer average. So this is not a time that you can be super, super comfortable with. So Restaurante definitely have to... La Liga definitely has to put up some sort of really strong hold here at first, buy themselves a minute or two, and then minute or two for each point, really, in terms of defense. So it's going to be difficult. Restaurante, definitely a very aggressive team and a smart team. They've been around for a while, so they know what they're doing. Especially here on Swiftwater, a map that you play almost every season, I think, except the summer season. But we'll see. Interesting sentry gun placement right here from Leo. So I'm interested to see how this will work. Benefits of this position? Yeah, it'll get control over the roof right here. Let's see. Negatives of this position? Soldier can spam it if he gets right here, but that puts him pretty much in the open. So interesting. We'll see how that goes. Definitely Wrangler is probably going to play a role in this defense. So we'll see. Different sentry gun positions, so love to see that. Usually it's just right behind this board, and it's very, very boring. But nope, teams are definitely bringing out the creativity here at the grand finals, so I'm happy to see that. So far, just the spy really doing anything right here, and Dueño goes down. We call him Old Dueño because that's a combination of his two names right there. Does go down as he tries to get in here behind the lines. So far, Blue Med still in spawn. Do we have the heavy out on the cart? Bomb in from the Demo does a great job of forcing that Uber, but Uber is popped out of Blue immediately as Wayfarer. I'm not sure why he was coming out right there. But regardless, they could have had an Uber advantage. Heavy coming down, going to try to finish off Wayfarer, but not able to do so. So Carlos is down. There's nobody up right now for La Liga. There's 2 up, getting the respawns. And so that's a really fast time right here for the first point out of Restaurante. So we'll see if they can continue this aggression. I'll keep an eye on Seth, see what type of positioning he goes for. He is running that direct hit, which is the enemy engineer's worst nightmare, and I hate when soldiers run the direct hit on Swiftwater, but it's absolutely a great call. Really nothing right here for him to take down in terms of engineer build-up, but he's going to put some pressure in the house and make it that much more difficult for the enemy engineer to get comfortable. Being comfortable as an engineer is the most important thing, and it looks like Leo's not going to be able to get anything up right here. His heavy combo is holding up here, so might be able to get some good positioning. But look, Seth is still here, and he's still doing work. Takes down enemy Pyro. And he's going to just continue going right there, getting Leo, so definitely no engineer stuff, and exchanges his own life to take down Mort. So a nice little streak right there for Seth, as he did a good job pressuring the enemy team. And right now there's really not a whole lot of defense that's going to happen out of La Liga on this second point. They do have a spy behind the lines, which could be good, but he did sap something, so they know he's around, and he was very, very close to getting a pick right there. But Restaurante is not pushing, so I'm confused about that. I think they could have been a little bit more aggressive right there, as Seth was behind the scenes doing work. Once Engineer went down, there's really... I mean, you have the light classes of Engineer down. The heavier classes were still up and holding good positioning. So it was difficult and probably not as easy as I would think, or as I might say it was, to push on to second right there. But Restaurante waiting for this Uber, and of course nothing wrong with that. Red Uber is popped into the tunnel, trying to take down this blue Uber before they can get it. But a nice hold right there from Wayfarer. Uber does get popped. There's a level 2 sentry gun, but really not too much that they can't handle. Where it takes it down right there. Wayfarer is still alive somehow. Not exactly sure where he went, but guess what? Red is still up and ready to go too. So they gave up that positioning, trying to fall back into the house right here. We'll see where they decide to hold. They could take a more aggressive hold, but it looks like they're going to fall back. They're 5 minutes and 30 seconds left. There's really no reason to risk something right there. Gone, meanwhile, getting 2K and didn't notice it, but one of those was the medic, so big pick right there. Carlos now is going to push forward, so with that medic down, that's going to embolden La Liga right here, and they're going to try to continue holding on to this point and doing a great job defending the cart right here. Mort's getting a nice pick in there. Delta cleaning up, and Gone getting his 3rd pick in a row, so we're going to have to get on the Gone cam. He is in behind these lines, but they know he's there. Sorry about that. Probably got you killed. We do have the crits coming out from Wayfarer. So getting a little tired of dying right here, so he just definitely wants to make sure he has a charge to use. Probably good idea right here is the sentry gun hasn't really been a part of this problem for Restaurante moving forward. It's been the lack of frags and kills. So with that crits, you may have an easier time getting those kills, especially in a wide open place, or you can charge up those stickies or pop it on the heavy and get those laser beams shooting out. We'll see though, about 70%, and looks like Wayfarer lost his demo man in there, so now gonna have to fall back and not charging as fast as they wanted to. Really can't take as much advantage of their little charge advantage they would have had from running that crits. And then Wayfarer goes down to a backstab from Gone, because I forgot to get on his camera. So nice pick right there from La Liga's spy, who's just pretty much, I don't want to say single-handedly, because everybody else is obviously doing work here on second, but doing a great job holding on and buying his team a lot of time. I was trying to get on his camera because he's been the one having the most interesting picks, and I want to see where his positioning is. Okay, looks like we're going to have a little spy on spy battle, and Dueño's going to get back there behind the lines. Meanwhile, Red Uber is popped, but they need to get on the cart where there's a lot of blue presence right here. In comes Moritz to get a nice defense, but he goes down. Cart will be defended, so a ridiculous hold right here, but out of that, some big stickies. Down goes, oh my goodness, and down goes Marco, and then the cart is capped on the second point right there, so not exactly sure. I don't know about that. Red was suiciding like crazy onto the cart in order to get that defense. Maybe it would have been better if they had stayed alive and just fallen back to this third point right here. But there's about 3 minutes left, and I don't know. We'll see. Of course, a lot depends on if it actually works out for them, and that'll be when I reserve my judgment. We're gonna stick on the Gone cam until he dies, because he's been getting the big plays right now after the enemy medic, and one more shot or two and he may have Wayfarer right here, but yeah, Wayfarer's doing a great job of dodging. Oh no, he stops to get the health, but Gone is so hurt himself. Oh my goodness, this is too painful. He goes for the sap. Gone is gone right there. So Lilia or Pick right there, getting the pick on the spy. So Wayfarer doing a good job staying alive. Will have this Uber, but is all the way back at first point. Cart gets capped there, so a nice little sneak in there by Pake, but Red is still kind of devoted to defending this. Well, they were until they rotated back to to 4th right there, which is the wise move. Definitely no chance of defending that point any longer once those spawns have fallen back. We do have the crits popped, I believe, and Wayfair taking a lot of damage in that, and now has to like stay pretty hidden as he's trying to fall back. But yeah, crits not doing too much there. We'll have to keep an eye on that the next time it gets charged, because crits here on this 4th point can be pretty amazing if you get the first one charged up correctly. I'm surprised Marco isn't, well, I don't know about pushing in here. They may have 1:30 left. There's really no reason to be aggressive, no reason to push in to the enemy team, but they are going to do so anyway. Are getting some nice picks right there. Wayfarer is out of the picture, but good job clearing off the cart, and that's going to buy his team a good amount of time. Wayfarer is alive with about 80% crits charge, but now being tracked down and does barely get away alive. So he will be in this picture as La Liga doing a great job defending this 3rd point with only 4th points with only 1 minute left. Sneaky, heavy position. Not something you say a lot, but Carlos trying to make it happen right there. He gets discovered, so he will fall back to his medic and his team. As the crit stickies do come out, Wayfarer, or that was Word right there, getting 2k, 3k I think does get Carlos. Marco somehow escaped alive. Very, very lucky medic right there. And as blue team is collapsing in on the last point, trying to get aggressive, trying to get the space that they need in order to cap in less than 33 seconds. They do have a ×3 in the cart, and that's going to be the most important part. Get the ×3, and right now it's a race against physics. Is it physically possible right now to get the point all the way to the end? They do lose Sam in that exchange, as well as Wayfarer, so no heavy medic as they're trying to push up here, but Restaurante definitely has the desire, the boil in their blood to get this done. However, they don't have the Uber, and the Uber is popped on the heavy right here from La Liga. They will be able to defend it, as can't get that cart to the end in time, and no overtime right there, so the first round goes to La Liga Extraordinaria. We will be playing a full game right here, so best of 3 rounds, and we'll be back with the second. And we're back with the second round between these 2 top South American teams. I didn't mention it before, but La Liga had an undefeated record going into this grand final, and this is their first season. So I'm actually not familiar with any of these players, so I'm not sure if they had competitive experience before. I'm willing to bet that they did, because you can't go 11-0 in your first competitive season and not have experienced vets on your team. What is going on here? For Duraz, or no, this is Leo right here. Not exactly, I guess he changed his mind on where he wanted to put his stuff, so he exploded it. Anyway, so we do have a undefeated La Liga going up against a Restaurante de Wesker, who is 10-1. The only game that Restaurante lost was to Liga on Swiftwater. So Liga did pick Swiftwater as their map choice. So they obviously want to reproduce the success that they had earlier this season. Well, I think Restaurante de Wesker is going to have a little something to say about that. But La Liga in the lead 1-0 right now. So we'll go to the second round. Gonna keep an eye on Gon, because he's been having some major success right here in this match so far. We'll see if he can continue it as his team defends for the first time. Nope, gets caught out right there. Sentry Gun, despite the little mishaps Leo had, is fully ready and capable of defending this first point. It looks like it's in the same position it was the last time. So I'm really not sure what he was doing right there, moving it around. But regardless, it will work. A nice headshot out of Rage to take down R as he was trying to jump in. Uber does get popped right here. Marco goes down, so I think Marco dropped the Uber right there, so a nice stickies from opposing Devilman, and Baloo is just going to run in here. Restaurante being super, super aggressive, and it looks like it's a Word right now with all the action. We're going to stick on the Seth cam like we did last time, because he had some fun success in pushing forward. He's going to burn to death, though. I'm sorry, Seth. But it was, yeah, Word who was a major part of that medic drop, and then pushing in to really buy his team this great time on first, 1 minute 8 seconds, and they already have presence here on second. It's going to be difficult for him to stay alive in the stinking scout, but Delta gets up in his face and does a nice job pressuring that Devilman down. So So we're not able to do a whole lot damage right there. He could have been really, really bad. Or really, really good, depending on which side. Gone. Is not gone. But he's being spotted out. There he is. Now he's gone. But Leo is able to get something going here on second. We'll see. It's... I don't feel good about this for La Liga. Restaurante has this 100% Uber. We'll get on... get back on that word cam right here. Remember, word is what I'm calling smiley face guy. It's probably like there's an R rolling in there. But anyway, he does get this Uber sentry gun, easily goes down right there as Leo not able to repair it. Leo is still alive though, so we'll see if he can't fall back and get something going on third. A nice positioning right here out of Weird. Let's see if he can't get anything back out on Marco, because Marco has this 100%, but not able to force that Uber yet. But look who got in there. Pyro doing some great job pressuring, but still Marco's holding on to it. Finally, Marco pops to descend on the cart to stop it from being pushed anymore, and it looks like it will be successful in just clearing off the cart. Word went down right there, and without that demo man, not able to really put out that damage they needed to take down the combo. So Restaurante de Wesker just waiting a little bit. Gonna have to wait a little bit longer for that that cap again. And of course, waiting allows time for La Liga to set up. We'll see what they got going on here. It looks like Leo's gonna move his sentry gun up a little bit further, closer. I agree with that. As long as it's really on that ledge, you can't go wrong in terms of defending the second point. We'll get on the rage cam, see what she can't do. Oh, Gone is actually on a 5K killing spree right now. Gotta love those killing streak weapon records or whatever. And there's his 6th one. He is around here, and Rage knows it, and she's trying to get him down, but Gone actually goes down right there. No, he's still alive. Dead ringing out of everything. Finally, he goes down. Quantic is making sure of that. And now Quantic is just going to roast a sentry. You know, why not? Sap going down there on there as well. And oh, finally it does go down, but that was an amusing little exchange right there from Dueño. Oh, and sweet reflect from Quantic, take out Moritz. Quantic goes down though, as R got some nice stickies in there. Exciting plays right there. Oh, and guess who has an Uber? It is La Liga, and they pop in there just in time to stop the cart from being capped again. So they've been really successful in these Ubers, keeping the medic alive and just popping it at the last moment. We'll see if it's sustainable, because I don't know. There's only so many times you can do that until the other team completely wipes you out. But the other team, that is Restaurante, did switch to crits. I noticed that, so we'll see how that goes. Weird is probably going to get this. He does get it. 1 sticky, 2 sticky. Oh, takes down Leo, takes down Carlos. Can he get the medic? Not exactly sure where med did go, but some nice stickies right there will enable his team to push forward as... Oh, R is retreating, but no, somehow Marco goes down right there. Sam comes in from behind to clean up and get that medic pick. So Wayfarer is going to have this crits advantage. They need people on the cart, though, because there's a time of 4 minutes and 43 seconds per second, which is kind of long. Ooh, they can't afford to hold, they can't afford to be passive right here. They have to continue being aggressive, and I think Weird knows that, and he's trying to urge his team forward, but at the same time, he doesn't want to compromise his medic's position and lose that crits charge that they're going to have very soon. We'll see. I'm excited. We'll stay on the Weird cam, because he's most definitely going to get this crits. Has to defend his medic first, and this scout is just everywhere, and down goes Wayfarer. Delta gets the med pick, so Scout again doing great work. As remember, he was really up in Word's face before, and now getting that med pick. That should not have happened, but it's a nice little mini victory, at least for Delta and his team, as they are holding on to the second point, and looks like pretty successfully. I want to get on Delta cam, but we'll see. We'll get there eventually. There we go. So nice pressure takes on the mini sentry right there. Just, you know, all in a Scout's day's work. As Marker has about 70%, and they're still on that regular medigun. I think it'd be more interesting if the mediguns were switched right now, and defensive team had crits, because that could be really fun. But it's the offensive team that has, I think they're still on crits. Because because they are charging awfully fast. No, they're on regular minigun. All right, so there we go. So we are going to have an Uber versus Uber situation if Wayfarer can stay alive. He took a ton of damage, down to 30 health, and running for that med pack takes him awfully close to where this damage was coming from, and there's a lot of spam coming in from behind. Oh, Moritz gets the med pick. He pays with his life, but whatever, got the med. A really nice pick right there. We'll see if that signals red to pop their Uber, because they have this 100% advantage. Why not pop it, keep it even? But looks like they're just going to play conservatively and smartly at this point and just hold on to it, wait for the push in from Restaurante. Restaurante has taken their time. 4 minutes and 28 seconds left in the map timer to get this point. So definitely still a lot of time, but they can't afford to waste too much time here. And in fact, they can't afford to waste any more time. They need this next push, otherwise they're going to be looking at a really, really long time to defend for, and that's no good. Moritz, meanwhile, just doing some work. No big deal, just doing some work in this opposite room right here, so that's exactly what you need to be doing. So definitely need Seth to get up there and help control that area to help out his team, but looks like Uber is going to be popped right here. Blue is not ready. Carlos is just trying to mow through him, trying to get the medic. He's not going to continue further pushing. Oh man, that takes so much self-restraint, and a great job right there out of the heavy to not continue pushing forward. So Carlos props right there. Oh, he's going to get right in the demo's face, force that Uber, which they probably want to pick to pop right there anyway, but does some nice body blocking. And, oh man, Word is not going to be able to do anything that he wanted to. The sentry gun did go down, but at what extent? He lost his medic right... Oh no, Wayfarer is still alive. It was Marco that went down right there, so this could come out in favor of Restaurante. Delta is still alive. He will stop the cart. Barely are getting some nice stickies in there. Mondarch trying to come in and stop the cart as well, but not able to do so as there is Blue has way too many players up. Leo's the only one alive right now for La Liga, and wow, Quantic is pushing up like crazy. He's not even going to let this poor NG set up. Oh, but Leo... he's not going to have any of that. Not going to have any of that. So Restaurante eager to make up some of the time right there, because they're looking at a time of 8 minutes and 24 seconds, which is an eternity. Oh man, D-Sol with a snipe on Wayfarer. Not even sure where there's D-Sol. Dueño has figured him out, trying to go for some vengeance right there. But D-Sol survives that. We'll watch Dueño as he comes in. Tries to get the pick, but Delta just done a really good job of getting up in people's faces and preventing them from being able to do any damage to him, it seems like. And those scouts are the worst to come up against. Where you just want to be like, step off! I need some breathing space. Just go away for 1 second. Let me catch my breath, and then we can come back to this battle. But of course, a good scout doesn't want to let that happen. Are dealing with a good scout of his own, and that's Pig. Again, getting it on his face, not able to anticipate his moves and put down those stickies is key. So we'll get on the D-Sol cam, see about some sniping action. He knows the area to watch, just got to get the timing correctly. Oh no, stupid trees. Stupid trees, right? Right, D-Sol? He hates... I'm just assuming he hates the trees because it prevents some good sight lines on this fourth point. The Uber does come off for La Liga to clear off the cart, doing a good job, and we are going to see a heavy push forward a little bit right here. So Carlos does want to, oh, there we go. He does go down to Sam. Sam made him pay for it, overextended right there. But this is really an opportunity, a place where it's not going to lose the game if Red loses their heavy right here. So Carlos is already back up, got those respawns, so they're ready for this Uber push out of Blue, which is incoming, as they do have this 100% ready to go. So Restaurante cannot afford too much more idling time. They've got to get something going here. Seth goes down to a headshot in mid-air. What? Should have been on the Z-Soul cam for that. But looks like the cart will be able to be capped, and this time is going to be lengthy. 10 minutes and 39 seconds. Oh, so not good for Restaurante right here. And they still got that last point to go. Meanwhile, nice headshot from Rage, so that's something to count your blessings for. Trying to get that soldier in mid-air, but Moritz goes down. He connects to a pill from Word right there. Or I would say Word connected a pill to Moritz's face. Regardless, 10 minutes and 39 seconds and one more point to cap. Restaurante has no Uber, and they're actually going to be facing An Uber out of red right here. R gets a rage in that pop, but some nice air blasting is really preventing that Uber from doing anything. Blue medic was like literally ran into R right there, so R not aware of that medic's positioning, and neither was Wayfarer, it appeared. But we do have the cart moving right here. Did anything get up? And I think, oh yes, I love this sentry gun position. I love it. It is so hard to take out. So props to Leo for getting it up there. Of course, you sentry jump up there, and now you repair it from beneath with that rescue ranger. You can't reload it or put ammo back into it, so it's going to be difficult in that sense, but it can do incredible amounts of work for your team, especially if the other team doesn't know where it is. So that's a 1 kill already. Oh, it does go down. Leo was not in, oh, Leo was down, so he was not able to repair with that rescue ranger, otherwise he might have been able to do so. Poor Sam just getting blown all over the place, lands on a bunch of stickies, but goes down to the sniper shot. We're gonna have Mort's trying to, or Seth coming here trying to get it, but not able to do so, but is scout on the point, and that will be the cap. So Pate getting that cap. But we're looking at a time of 12 minutes and 18 seconds. That's a pretty long time. I don't know, what do you guys think? Of course, Restaurante has to come out and defend it. Otherwise, they are looking at a first map loss in these grand finals. So definitely not the end. We're going to be playing best of 3 maps. And full-length maps at that, so I'll be splitting this into a couple videos because it'll be a little lengthy right there, but props to these players for playing full-length maps for the grand finals, especially when it comes to Swiftwater, when we're looking at a long match right here. But it's not like they're running or anything. But no, I'm joking. You can absolutely get physically tired playing video games, and it's... Yeah, I've had some long streaming sessions or long casts where you're just like, really? I feel like I've run a mile, but all I've done is just sit in a chair and talk for 4 hours, but it still is intense. Anyway, I'm done complaining. We're going to watch the Rage Cam, see what she can't get out of spawn. Oh, barely missing that shot on Soldier right there, but meanwhile Diesel taking down Weird. So Weird immediately out of the picture right here. But you know what, again, with this sentry gun position so far back, oh, actually, more important is Sam is out of the picture, didn't catch that pick, but right now Med is alone with the spy, and he may have to pop right here, and he does. Wayfarer not happy about that. Diesel getting a 2-shot, 2K with 1 shot. Wow, everything's going right here for Blue, and well, Dwayne will be able to get that stab, but the Uber is popped, and they're making great positioning advantage with that. I think we may have somebody AFK. And yeah, we did just lose somebody from Restaurante de Wesker, so we're probably going to have a pause here soon, but meanwhile, La Liga is taking full advantage of it and pushing forward. But yeah, we'll be back after this pause. So we're back, and La Liga is just being super aggressive here. I'm pushing through tunnel already. You can see the demo man pushing ahead. We'll see if... oh, Marco goes down to a headshot, and that's one of the risks you take in pushing ahead and putting your medic so far forward. Looks like we have another pause. Alright, I think that's the end of the pauses right there. Apparently a lot of players dropping from Restaurante, so that's no good, no bueno, if my Spanish is correct right there. Mort's in behind these lines, so he can do a lot of damage right here, as Restaurante is just having trouble getting players alive and connected to the server. Right now they are playing, okay, they do have 9 up again, so HUD's gonna be messed up for just a little bit. But yeah, wow, La Liga is just everywhere right now, and really preventing anything from happening in this defense in terms, anything from happening in terms of defense from a Restaurante. Yeah, just it's going to be a hard hold right here, and La Liga looking really good as a continued aggression. Little overextension right there from Carlos. He was just trying to see what he couldn't do by himself, but not having that medic with him meant he was a little bit more vulnerable than he would have liked. And looks like, though, with that heavy going down, the aggression out of La Liga has kind of stalled. They're going to wait to build up this Uber. They're just kind of playing it back a little bit. Mortz did get in there, but he goes down as he took down Seth with them. Got to watch out for this spy, and don't know how he didn't catch fire right there, but finally he does get caught out. Meanwhile, Wayfarer's been sitting on this Uber for a little bit, but definitely just waiting to be defensive with it. No use in popping, especially when they have to defend for 9 minutes and 40 seconds. Oh my goodness, that's going to be very, very difficult. But if anyone can do it, it is the reigning champs of Season 9 and then second place of Season 10. There we go. So I guess they're not reigning. Regardless, though, we did have those Uber pops. Marco's just trying to keep everybody alive, but he keeps losing people near and dear to him. R goes down. Blue Heavy, not even sure where he had made off to, but still a lot of presence. Oh, here, Blue Heavy getting up on the platform, but taken down right there from Dueño. He's like, oh, Heavy by himself. Thank you very much, gods. And with that, this push will be successful. Marco staying alive somehow. Most of Restaurante going down right there. And they will be struggling to set up on third point right here. They've got to put up a really strong hold here on third. I didn't even know if they can do it. Rage just took out Moritz. I didn't even know. Moritz has just been like everywhere. He loves pushing forward, and Seth has been similar to that as well. So it's really fun to watch those soldiers take on that roaming role in Highlander, just bridging the gap between the play styles. Rage gonna have a hard time taking out that spy, just calling for help, and does take out Gone right there. Or Seth does take out Gone. Looks like we did have a medic die right here. I've been too much on the sniper cam, missed some of this bigger action going on in the cart, but it looks like we're just getting a lot of good sticky pressure on there, and sometimes just the threat of stickies is enough to stop the enemy team. Wayfarer is gonna have 100% Uber soon. I think it's time to push into them with an Uber. Buy Engineer more time. I say go for it, and it looks like we're just getting a little bit up there, but no, not enough. So I guess they're just going to sit back on this Uber again. But they have almost 8 minutes to defend, and they really need to just push into the enemy team, clear out possibly the garage right here. But yeah, doing a pretty good job defending right there. But we'll see. Regardless, it's a little too late right now, as Marco has about 90%. He's building awfully fast. Is he on the crits? I think he is. Oh no, he's on the regular Uber, just getting some really nice crit heals. Uber is popped as R try to take down that sentry gun. Finally, it does go down. Red Uber popped in retaliation, and they're just going to push Blue back. And wow, a nice sticky out of where it takes down Marco. Not even sure where that sticky came from, but well, I know it came from the demo man, but it was nicely loaded, nicely timed and placed to take down an enemy medic. That will buy their team an advantage, but as we've seen, Restaurante does not really want to use that advantage aggressively, and of course, nothing wrong with that. Playing safely, and you know, that's what it's playing safely and smartly, and that's what's going to win them championships. That was proper English, which it was not. Meanwhile, the sentry gun, since it did go down, is only at level 1 and goes down immediately, as R just knows exactly where to place those stickies. Blue doing a great job soft pushing right here, just putting on intense amounts of pressure, but they've got to watch out because Red almost has this Uber, as Blue is extending so much. Here comes that Uber, and they really need to get this medic. Punish Blue for pushing forward this far, but it looks like Marco's going to get away alive. Oh wow, Wayfarer actually goes down. He gets sniped. Oh man. So talk about unlucky right there for Restaurante. But, oh, I don't like this from Weird. He's going to get caught out as the Uber's coming. He escapes with 29 health, and he did most of that damage to himself. But that Uber, not really in great positioning to push down the ramp, which is the next place they need to take. Actually, they did lose, Red did lose their heavy right there, so this potentially could be a place to take that ramp advantage, if you will. They just need to keep their pressure on right now. It may not happen. Interesting, we do have Wayfarer as on the crits, and I do like that. I agree with that decision. Trying to just buy themselves some time and get a crits and hopefully stall this push as much as they can. Because it is all coming down to this as La Liga makes it into the end in less than 5 minutes and 18 seconds. They will win this first map, making it that much more difficult for Restaurante to come in and get some aggression going in the second map. Oh, but we do have the crits going out there. Clears off the card. Can it connect and take out the enemy medic? But Marco looks like got away alive. Blue's going to try to push forward and make the most of this, and taking down that that teleporter is going to be something right there. So a nice push from Weird. Word. Word. Smiley face. Doing good, and it looks like they're going to take back this ramp area, so just a really aggressive move right there. I mean, not really aggressive, but a smart move. They knew they needed this advantage. Oh, look at that reflect! Barely saving his medic right there was Quantic, so Quantic, 10 stars for you, Quantic, with the nice play. We are going to have this Uber, or this crits ready to go real soon, so I want to get in on the weird word cam. I don't remember how I'm saying this, but he did just go down, so they're going to have to wait for that respawn. We'll see if Wayfarer decides to wait, or pop that crits on someone else. Looks like they did wait. All you gotta do is charge up one sticky. The crits is popped, and where's that one sticky going? Not even sure right now. They did get R, but the scout, goes down to headshot rage with the sweet pick on Delta right there. Moritz tried to come in from behind, but Word was so ready for that and took him out. And now he's getting a little paranoid because there's a lot of blue players just in and everywhere. These flank classes are getting in way too close to this medic. He decided. Some nice air blasting from Quantic. Again, really denies that Uber. The heavy hesitated for just a second, and that's really going to be the difference in this Uber right here. Really to be a little bit more aggressive and drop down a little bit faster, and they did lose, and not going more forward with the Demoman right here is really surprising. They really took that heavy in with the Uber, which I don't think that was the right idea. Anyway, we do have the crits popped again, immediately popped after Wayfarer got it on to Word, and doing a good job just pushing everybody back, taking out the sniper right there. Didn't get the medic, so Marco is going to get this Uber up very soon. And remember, we are dealing with Uber versus crits. I think Wayfarer may have it. No, he's not going to have crits in time. Well, maybe he will, because Marco is not charging right now, having trouble keeping anybody alive, and he's really hesitant about going around the curve, because that opens him up to sniping, or to snipes, like Leo just went down to right there. But we do have that Uber ready, but crits is almost ready right here, and this is very, very scary for La Liga. They're running out of time, but here comes the pop. Oh, will they be able to get the heavy? Do get the heavy, and Carlos going down, but Marco does get his pop off in time. Wayfarer gets popped, gets taken out as well, so we're gonna have this Uber versus crits just now fading, and Marco's gonna get out of there alive. So Marco's doing a really good job of staying alive, and a nice pop right there, but of course that's not the positioning they wanted at all. Oh, sniped. Wayfarer's going to come back up again with that crits. Interesting. About 2 minutes left. They're going to have a couple of crits left in them, so we'll see if they can use them to the best of their advantage. But of course, usually on a point like Swiftwater last, you want that Uber so you could just jump on the cart and just stay on it. But right now, Restaurante really doesn't have that luxury of waiting for that Uber or anything. So they will wait for the crits. And we'll wait a little bit longer as Marco almost has his Uber ready to go with about 80%. Definitely going to see this push coming in from La Liga soon. They want to finish this right now. They don't want to go to a third round at all. They want this first map neatly in their packet, and this is probably their last opportunity to do it. Crits comes in. Oh, Uber's popped just in time. Carlos stays alive. Marco stays alive. Word does take out Gone and Mondark, but if Carlos can catch out the medic, that'd be huge. Not able to take out Wayfarer, and where did his medic go? Marco went down to a backstab. That's unfortunate, but well played right there from Dueño, and now Red is going to push up again, take a little bit more positioning, get that teleporter, and do what they can to hold on for the next 51 seconds. It's going to be super, super difficult for Blue to do anything to come to get in here. If anything, I don't know, maybe a spy cap, because Red was overextending. Now Red has fallen back, so they must have anticipated what I would say, because now that they're falling back, there is no threat of overextending. We'll see if they can't get in here. That level 3 sentry gun is going to be the worst part of pushing in. The second worst part of pushing in, that 100% crits. And it is ready to go for Restaurante. We'll see if they decide to pop it immediately. It does go down, and the Word gets Leo. Oh, and then Marco and Mandar going down. Spy not having any part of this. Either mini sentry, surprisingly going big, but with 4 seconds left, it doesn't look like it's possible for La Liga to hold on, or to push it that last 10 feet, and that means we're going to go to a third round. Don't go anywhere. And we are back with the third and final round of the Swiftwater map. Gully Wash is next, so we'll see who's going to be 1-0 going into that game and who's going to be 0-1. That's how math works. Don't know if you knew that, but that's how it works. Anyway, Restaurante is going to be defending again, and La Liga has the chance to set the time. We'll see if they can do it. And if it's a good one at that, we've had some pretty long times tonight, which is surprising. Usually when you have these teams that are top of their division, you'll have really aggressive times, and times, you know, under 6 minutes. But it looks like the defense is really holding out for both these teams and showing that that's where their skills lie, and just holding on with well-placed sentries, well-placed snipers, well-placed crits. Definitely saw some well-placed crits out of Restaurante, and Word to help out their team defend last. For what I really didn't think they'd be able to do it. But La Liga is not done yet. Let's check out the D-Soul cam. Because remember, he got a dual kill on this first point last round. So we'll see if he can't repeat it. But of course, it's going to be pretty difficult. It's spotted out where that medic is standing. Oh, this is why I don't play sniper. It's just, oh, barely missing that shot right there on Demo Man. Seth going down, so no soldier for this defensive team, but not incredibly important, as a Demo Man can easily hold roof too, but it looks like he's not going to be able to do so, and Moritz is going to have free reign of the roof, which is huge. Are going down to a backstab as he came out of spawn, so no Demo Man. Wayfarer went down. What? No, Wayfarer popped Uber? Wayfarer popped Uber. That's huge. Where is Marco? He needs to be coming out of spawn immediately and use this advantage. They do come. Those Gru are out and Heavy's running up. They're going to pop that Uber immediately. Wayfarer knew it was coming and he got out of there. Lost his Heavy and such in the meantime, but has connected with his Demo Man. We'll see if they can defend their poor medic, but Wayfarer is pretty much by himself. Blue Heavy fell back right there. Ooh, I think Carlos might have been able to get Wayfarer. He had some overheals, but he decided to fall back and not risk it. So again, smart move right there, but we'll see. We'll get on his cam as he is pushing forward. Oh, Wayfarer did go down anyway, so regardless, Carlos made the right choice. Where is this cart and why is there only a ×1 is the question. It really needs to be ×3 regardless of yeah, they're setting the time. Of course, there needs to be a ×3. Sometimes you get teams being a little lazy getting on the cart when they have a long time to beat. But you really can't even afford to do that then. You have to keep up the aggression, keep up the momentum as best you're able in a map like Swiftwater, where it's just so long, and if you lose that momentum, you're losing a lot. You get tired and sluggish, and that ×3 isn't even gonna save you in the end. I don't know, maybe it will. Anyway, we do have the blue Uber popped. Quantic not in a position to really defend the sentry gun, and it does go down, but he's gonna stick with his medic, keep that med alive, because Wayfarer has his 30-40% Uber, and that will give them an advantage if they want to use that. Marco did go down. Marco went down. So did Carlos. I just like saying Marco and Carlos. Those are fun names. Anyway, they both went down right there after that Uber was popped, so not great positioning to help their cause. Wayfarer goes down to Moritz, who's doing just crazy aggressive, playing those roaming soldier roles. Oh, yeah, didn't stand too much chance there. So whatever advantage that Restaurante did have is gone right now, as La Liga pushing in and doing a good job just tapping that cart and keeping it moving, or keeping it at least not falling back. But we will have, well, it's only 50%. I thought for sure these Ubers would be farther along, but they're not. Durazno is trying his darndest to get this sentry gun up, but he is screwed. Oh, gone, missed that first stab. See if he can finish him off. Oh, but it doesn't matter, that sentry gun is gone right now. Gets the teleporter. Dispenser doesn't get the teleporter right there, so we'll see if that makes a difference. Meanwhile, both medics, or it looks like Marco, not able to survive. He go down is what I was about to say right there. And it's just being really difficult for these meds to stay alive right now. We haven't seen an Uber exchange in a minute or so, and that's not good for either team. So we'll check out, wait just a little bit longer. Wayfarer almost has his Uber. He just isn't, there's nobody sticking with him finally. Yeah, okay, he does come back. Seth, meanwhile, just got a 2K. I missed that, but Seth going huge. He did go down, but got in on the the combo in tunnel. It looks like Marco took a lot of damage, and this Uber is going to be ready for Restaurante. I don't know. I don't know about this, Carlos. Probably not a good idea to overextend right there. Oh, oh, Leela coming in from behind, or that's Pake coming in from behind, trying to get pressure on the medic, and Margaret did take a bit of damage right there, so they're not in a comfortable position at all in holding in this tunnel. Still nowhere close, well, 50% close to Uber. Where is Red combo holding? They're up on the bridge right here. And we do finally have the charge ready to go for blue. They do pop in, and Sap goes down at the same time. Nice coordination. R takes down everything right there. Red Uber is popped, and they jump down. They try to defend the cart, but really there wasn't too much presence on the cart. It was Mondark. He goes down. But yeah, as you can see, even though the Red Uber was popped later, they really don't have too much of a player advantage, especially when Carlos goes down. I'm sorry, not Carlos. It was, yeah. Red Heavy going down, Sam going down right there. So despite the fact that Red popped later, they blue team did a good job, at least for the time being, for a few seconds of keeping their players alive. Then they lost them. But anyway, sometimes my mouth and my thoughts can't go as fast as the action goes in TF2. I mean, not sometimes, oftentimes. Watch the Quantic Cam as he is going to be his I was going to say he was going to be his team's only hope, but no, just kidding. It was Word and Durazno who got in there and got the Ks to defend the cart, but there's only 4 up right now. Word has to get back because he took so much damage, and that Sentry Gun is not going to do too much so far away, and Durazno is going to have to fall back. Did he go down? He didn't go down. He's actually got overheals right now, so we'll see. We'll see if he can't get anything up on this 3rd point. So time of 5 minutes and 33 seconds is getting, it's a little lengthy right there for La Liga. A nice reflector from Quantic. I don't know if we caught that on cam, but a nice reflect takes down Lawrence, who's pressuring his med. Right now, keeping meds alive, I think, is gotta be your #1 priority. And they've just been dying too much, but we do have a crits going here for Restaurante, so saw that last time, seeing it again. So interesting. We'll get on the Demo Man cam, the Word cam, as he will be pushing in. I gotta assume that's what they were doing with the crits last time. And they know that the enemy is still running that regular Uber. And crits is popped. Long range sticky connects with the engineer, but not the pick they wanted. And trying to find that enemy combo is turning out to be a little harder than expected. Who's up here is the question. Nobody. Where's the combo is the question. But so a nice escape right there from Marco. It means that they will have this Uber advantage pushing in right here, and they need to do it right here. They can't afford too many failed pushes. Oh, not a great time for Moritz to go down right there, and this Uber's just doing nothing. Some nice reflex, and it looks like it was a forced Uber because Marco has about more than half his health gone. So there's a forced Uber. That's unfortunate right there for La Liga. We'll see if they can recover. Don't heal this. Don't heal this guy. So we'll see if they recover and put together and push, but it's going to be difficult. Level 3, there we go, level 3. Need some presence right here. Moritz is on it, don't worry, let's get on the Moritz cam. Oh, Delta's trying to snipe it down, and actually Sentry Gun does go down, and a little sneaking in there. The cart is capped for that 3rd point, but it's a long time right here, 7 minutes and 38 seconds. And La Liga is not in a great position right here. What? Why was Moritz that far back? And that was awesome. He got the med pick. He just completely committed to getting that, and nobody from Restaurante was anywhere near able to defend. So interesting. I like it. That means Marco is going to have this advantage. He's still in a regular medigun though, and I mean, I'm going to assume that Wayfarer is going to come back up with the crits again, so they will probably have that crits advantage. But it's still interesting right there. I like it. Morris is relentless in that pursuit of the enemy medic. Oh, somehow Seth doesn't get that sniper kill, and he's already kicking himself. I don't have to say anything more about that. But this hold here, shaping up to be a good one here for Restaurante. We'll see if they can't hold on for 5 more minutes here. at the third point. Gonna have a jump in here from Moritz, but he's going to go down to a headshot in mid-air from Rage right there. The crits was popped, and we're just mowing through everybody, but again, not able to pick Marco in that crit screen. So it's really interesting. Marco's been doing a very, very good job of surviving the crits, but he survives them, and he just doesn't pop in a good position though. We'll see if that's going to be the case this time, where it knows that they're going to be coming out of spawn soon. Oh, and he needs to pop right there. Marco does pop, and the position actually isn't that terrible. I just need a little bit more presence from the rest of his team right here to help take more position. Wayfarer is trying to get away right there, about down to 21 health, and looks like maybe we'll survive at least for a second or so. 9. Oh, goes down. Diesel finishing him off with the headshot. Little bit of a dealing behind the cart with some spies, but really got to keep eyes forward. I mean, of course you got to deal with the spies, but poor Angie and Scout just have to sit on the cart and make this happen. Now Marco did go down, so just no respawning. We'll see if he comes back. I think he did come back with regular medigun right there. So again, Wayfarer is going to have the crits advantage if he's still on that crits. I'll check for that in a second, but right now Seth's doing a good job patrolling this area. He knows somebody's around. Yeah, I know you're somewhere. Oh, finally connects and takes down Gone. But crits, yes. Wayfarer's back on, or still with that regular crits, and we're doing a good job putting down damage in the upper area. However, that card is being pushed. Doesn't matter how much damage you put down. If that card is still being pushed, you're not doing something right, or you're priority is in the wrong position. But we'll stick on the word cam because he almost to this crits. He's just loading up right now, and oh, La Liga has got to know this is coming, and Marco has got to scatter. We'll see if they can pull that off. They've done it before. We're missing with that first thing, connecting with the second one, taking down Moritz. There's a charge call from Marco, faked though, and Marco is out of there, nowhere to be found again. So great medic escapism from Marco, and yeah, still alive. We'll have this 100% soon. Needs to continue staying alive, obviously, for that Uber to work. But getting some good defense from his team. He's got 100% right now. He's got to worry about this double man from behind, and he may have to pop out of position, but doing some great surfing to avoid him, and Marco is out with 20 health left. We're trying his damnedest to get that med, but just not able to do so. So Marco will have this 100% Uber. We'll see if they can put themselves in a position that can win this last point. But right now they're still fighting for the second to last point, which is not what they want to be doing. Oh, and the headshot takes down, or the snipe takes down Marco. Rage with the pick. That is no good. No bueno again for La Liga. This nice pick out of Rage though, and this aggression we're seeing from Restaurante just being able to take back this point a little bit more and just make it that much harder for Blue to push in has been really, really nice. So nicely done right there. They're falling back at this moment, but nope, just kidding. In comes a crit. Oh, Diesel takes out. Word is in mid crit sticky, but crits did its job. It carved out a little bit more room for Red Team to take and push up, take the ramp a little bit more, and this balcony that we do see and Red Soldier on. Delta just gonna try to tap the card. He did so there. I think he touched it. Definitely touched it right there, and yeah, doing a great job. That's what Scout's gotta do. It's boring and tedious, but he's been rocking it. We'll see if this time is gonna be okay. It's over 10 minutes. It's gotta be over 12 minutes by now, and this is not the time that La Liga wanted to put up against Restaurante on this third and final round of this map. You know, still a lot ahead of this game, but it's going to be very, very difficult for La Liga to defend for this entire time. Wayfarer does have this crit ready to go. Oh! We're going down to a backstab. Wayfarer has to get out of there. He's actually not even... He's 1% away from that crit so far. Cart is being pushed, so we'll probably see this crits pop soon just to get everyone off the cart. Scout is going to come in and try to stop it, but Pake not able to do so. Out comes Weird. He got respawned in perfect timing right there, and the crit's on the cart. Can't connect with this Scout, though, who's just being so annoying. Finally, Delta goes down, and the cart, again, precariously close to this last fall. Oh, gone, getting some nice time on it. It is almost there. Sam, please don't fall in. That's what scares me the most about his last point defenses is falling into the pit. I always fall into the pit. Oh, Sam instead decides to go down to a headshot. We'll see if the lack of heavy right there promotes, is the catalyst at least for blue team to pushing in, but it doesn't look like it. God might be able to do a spy cap here, and oh my god, so close, not able to do so. It did succeed in touching it, so it won't roll back. But oh man, Liga is just not able to make it happen this round. It just hasn't felt like a good round for them. And they're so close right now, but even if they do succeeding it into the end, it's so the hardest part is in front of them still. Marco is going to have about 85%. Uber doesn't even need it though, as the cart is tapped in finally by Delta, and as you can see, Delta second on his team in points right there. Some of that's cart points, but he was doing a lot of other work as well. But the work is not yet done for La Liga. In fact, it is still very much ahead of them. Anyway, I don't know where I was going with that. But Restaurante de Wesker looking to beat a time of 14 minutes and 39 seconds, and that is pretty darn lengthy. So, will Restaurante be able to do it? Will they take this first round? This third round in this first map and set themselves up nicely for a victory on Gully Wash. We will see. Don't go anywhere. Who do we want to watch? Both meds are on regular metagum. Leo is building up in the same spot he built last time. Well, let's watch Diesel's camera. We've gotten a few snipes by Rage on camera, but not too much by Diesel, who, as you can tell, is keeping up with Rage. I mean, it's been a pretty fair sniper fight, and really neither one of them has been dominating. So, let's see if we get a snipe on cam. Shooting through the trees, of course, that foliage makes it a little bit tougher, but running that Machina means you don't have to wait too much longer to get that second shot out there. And that's what Diesel apparently loves to do, just a fast, rapid fire. The more you fire, the better chance you have of getting a pick. I think that's how math works. I guess it depends on if all your shots are really, really crappy. So, I don't know. Anyway, we do have a blue Uber popped red. Uber is holding on like crazy. Marco finally pops his, but they're behind, so interesting position right here. What just happened right there with Sentry Gun and Devilman? I don't even know, but Weird did something weird. And Red is still holding on. Oh, except there is a Spy who's getting some overheals, and that is usually a bad sign. Yep, down goes Carlos. Marco is now dealing with the Spy he just overhealed, and Dueño gets the pick. That signals the end of this hold right here for La Liga, and oh, that's really bad right there for La Liga, losing their med and heavy both of those backstabs, but Dueño just doing great duping work to convince them that, yeah, I'm on your team. Yeah, give me some overheals. Yeah, I'm not a spy stabbing you in the back. Regardless, Restaurante is pushing up far. They're already through the tunnel right here. Don't want La Liga to get anywhere established on this second point. Gonna have a little bit of difficulty with some Demoman spam, but nothing Quanta can't handle. Meanwhile, Cart is on ×2. This is what I was talking about before, is sometimes teams get lulled into this complacency of, oh, we only need ×2, we only need a scout on the cart. But really, there's really no reason not to put up a ×3, unless NG is just putting a gun up forward, which I think was the case right here out of Restaurante, that Durazno was just placing forward a forward sentry gun and then going back to get onto the cart. I think he's actually doing that again. Diesel getting another 2 for 1, which I missed. Sorry about that. Sorry, Diesel. Oh man, Marco caught out, so not doing great surviving this round, but I don't blame him. The aggression here from Restaurante is just outstanding and very, very hard to counter. La Liga just having so much trouble just staying alive. There is a sniper and spawn, but he could easily be taken out, or he could easily, I don't know, save the day. Diesel, can you get a 4K? Instead, he suicides. That's a little lame. Come on. But regardless, maybe it's the right move. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, he is going to be back, but not in time to stop this point as there's ×4 on the cart right here. Oh, but nice bomb in here from Moritz. Stops the cart. Somehow Durazno is still alive. Do not even know how he survived for that long. Does go down eventually, but Red coming in at the last moment possible and stopping that cap. So La Liga has a little fight left on them. It's not over till it's over, as Yogi Berra once said. So definitely a lot of time left to defend, but a lot of time left to lose the game. So we'll see. We will see. Wayfarer has this 100% Uber, so we got to get on blue cam. Who do we want? Wayfarer, Sam, I guess. Sam is gonna get this. Got to watch out for the Spy. It looks like got taken out right there, and Uber is incoming, popped on Sam. Not in a great position right here. Not exactly sure what they're trying to go for here, but some continued, some nice flank work from Seth. Gets a good positioning, but he goes down because that Uber was popped in just perfect time. Word was stayed up here and just continued to spam down. He finally did go down more. It's caught him out, but getting the medic was a huge pick right there for Word. Marker actually the only one down right now, but those respawn times will be up soon enough. Soon enough. Spy, taking out Spy. Gone, has been doing some nice work, but you know, we saw some huge picks from Dueno this round, so Dueno definitely bringing it in this round, and of course, that's the round to bring it, the deciding round. We'll see if La Liga can hold right here. A little bit of indecision by the NG. Hopefully no one will get in there, but if there was a time to bomb in as a soldier, that's the time when NG is holding up the gun. Oh, and it looks like Word actually hurt me a little bit. Did get some stickies in there, taking out the sentry gun. Oh, I don't know about this. Leo trying to build up again, not able to do so. He is going to get away alive, so that's good news for him and his team. He'll be able to build up on last, but he really, I don't think, should risk building here on second to last anymore, but I think he is. Here comes the crit. Oh, beautiful execution right there. The first sticky taking out the med. Wayfarer, not sure about the position. I actually didn't see if he had an Uber or anything like that. Hopefully he did, because, well, he should have popped, obviously. But you really shouldn't be in that position unless you have an Uber. Regardless, really well played right there from R. That's going to buy his team a good amount of time. And now I would agree that Leo could build something up right here. And in fact, he's switched to minis. And I think he maybe could go back to the 3s and build something up here. But it's too late at this point, and a lot of spam coming in here. So the minis, not a bad idea. Just someone needs to get that darn spy so he can keep his minis up. Marker will have about 70% crits, and will have that before Wayfarer has any sort of Uber charge. So we'll see if they can re-execute that amazing crits push they had before and buy themselves a lot more time. But the card is being pushed, and nobody seems to notice that Quantic was just crouched behind. Moritz is on it, don't worry. And now Moritz is going to get the sniper pick, and then Moritz is going to go down. But regardless, a nice little push right there. We did have the crits come out, and I was watching Moritz instead of Word, or instead of the R cam, and R looks like just completely destroy the opposite team. Wayfarer down, everybody down. So I'm just going to go ahead and say he got a 9K right there. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Don't bother looking back in time and seeing what happened, because I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Anyway, so nice hold. Again, that crit's really working out right here for La Liga, and they're probably kicking themselves for not doing it earlier, because this is the first time they've run it on defense. I think the first time they've run it, I think. But definitely that's what... That's how Restaurante has been playing it, that crits on defense, and it's been working for them, so La Liga's like, you know, let's try it too. Gotta get in on the R cam, because that crits is ready to go again. And we'll see if he can't replicate some nice sticky action. Marco and team, though, have got to realize, though, that this is a problem. Sending some stickies in the side. Oh, it does get one in the door, but not able to get far enough. So Wayfarer stays alive. His heavy stays alive. And, of course, this garage door is only one way. Oh, no! But the Delta! Oh my goodness, was standing in the doorway, had almost a shot right there, and Wayfarer survives, though, has a 100% Uber, but he is not feeling comfortable at all. They don't have too much of a player advantage or anything, but they need to push, because they are not safe in garage. They do push, that Uber is popped, but not in a great position. taking out the mini sentry, and we'll see if they can get this positioning right here. That's the most important part. As they're pushing forward, Wayfarer so vulnerable and does go down to a nice shot right there out of Soldier. That is, why can't I figure out who enemy? Moritz right there. Oh my goodness. Regardless, Kritz is ready again. Oh my goodness. Everything's happening so fast right here. There's also Echo's doing something in the background, so I'm completely distracted. But are getting that Kritz out again. Takes down Spy. But it's not lasting too much longer to get anything else. Echo discovered a box. I apologize about that. But this is too exciting to pause, so I can't. We only have 6 minutes left, and Restaurante is running out of options and running out of time. They have maybe 5 more Ubers in them. I don't know. Wayfarer just went down. That's no good. That is no good, obviously. But they're doing a good job keeping control of the garage. But they have to be careful not to be too complacent and just stay and to set out from their Ubers from this garage, because the garage is so far back. If you're popping Uber right here to avoid getting sniped, you're not going to get a good Uber. And that's what the last couple Ubers have been like. Little soldier on soldier action right here. Who will win? Looks like Seth is going to beat out Moritz, but Moritz took down the heavy, so not a bad move. Wayfarer is just playing really passively, and you can't blame him like for that, because there's a crits in the equation, and you don't want to get crits again, at least. But the fact is that the players are the shooty classes are holding in the oh, we have crits going on. Oh, Mandark and Leah going down right there. Can they connect with anything else? Oh, stupid stickies get caught on the wall. Not able to do so, but look at the space they carved out. Really well done, well executed crits right there from Word. They did lose their medic, but they finally getting that 3rd point, or that 2nd to last point. 1, 2, 3, 4th point. It allows them to push up. Seth just heard the medic call, so if he could get this pick right here on Marco, that'd be huge, because Wayfarer just now getting up and getting that crits. I would assume they gotta still be on crits, because that was such a good execution right there, that and so successful for them that there's really no reason to go back to Uber. They're back to Uber. All right, I don't understand that. Oh, Rage does get Marco right there. Marco had been holding on to a crits for a while. Rage is going huge. Only 3 up right now for defensive team, and it looks like Restaurante does Wesker is going to have a clear path to the end. They have to go through this sniper who will stop the cart, and Spies on the cart as well. Delta comes in, clean up a little bit, and a crazy hold right here out of La Liga. They will be able to do it. There's a mini that they have to contend with, but it is going down. Only 4 up right now for Restaurante, so they're not able to continue that aggression and continue pushing through. So, whew. La Liga coming extremely close to losing these grand finals, but it is not over yet. Restaurante just needs one more solid push in here, and it looks like this is where it's going to come. Scout on the point. Everybody from La Liga is getting on the cart to stop it, and a nice defense once again. Marco is about 70%. I think he's on crits as well, so if they could get this crits and then clear out to blue, they could have a chance of holding this. It's going to be very close though, because Wayfarer has his crits ready to go. We'll hold on the point. There's a spy camp going on. Nobody turned around. Nobody turned around. And spy cap from Dueño is going to take the first map of this grand finals. So, see you guys at Gully Wash. But a great game all around. Lengthy one. Oh, man. I need a nap. Alright, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and stay tuned for Gully Wash.